Have you ever just stopped and noticed how incredibly solid everything feels? The ground beneath your feet, the weight of your phone in your hand, the way a chair holds its shape, even when you're not looking at it. We walk around with this unspoken confidence about reality, as if it's all just obvious. A stone is a stone. Water is wet. The world feels settled, complete, finished. But if you slow down, really slow down, that certainty can start to feel a little wobbly. You start to wonder, what am I actually experiencing here? Is it the thing itself? Or is it just a pattern my senses have learned to recognize and label? It's so easy to assume that reality is this continuous, seamless movie playing out all around us. But our experience isn't really like that, is it? We don't perceive the world as one big, unified whole. We notice qualities separately. We see color, then texture, then we feel weight, then we perceive movement. Our minds are constantly sorting, categorizing everything without us even thinking about it. Heavy, light, solid, empty, useful, useless. This quiet, automatic process of dividing the world into little manageable pieces is happening all the time. And maybe, just maybe, that's the first clue. The first doorway into what the ancient Indian philosophy of Vaisesika is pointing towards. It's not some abstract, complicated theory about atoms, but an observation so subtle that we usually miss it entirely, that reality arrives to us already broken into parts. Unlike a lot of philosophies that begin with grand mysteries or cosmic dramas, Vaisesika begins with something much more grounded, structure. It's almost clinical, like someone sat down with the entire universe and just said, okay, let's look carefully. What is actually here? Not what does it mean symbolically, or how does it make me feel emotionally, but simply, what are the fundamental building blocks? They came up with a list: substances, qualities, actions, the relationships between things. They even gave a place to absence, to nothingness. And that's a pretty unsettling idea, if you sit with it for a while. It suggests that the world isn't just some pre-existing stage that we happen to inhabit. It's something we are constantly organizing, constantly constructing in our perception, whether we realize it or not. In T-system, atoms aren't the dramatic particles we imagine from modern physics, colliding in empty space. Instead, they're the quiet, logical assumption that lies beneath all of our experience. The reason things seem to persist, to hold their shape, is because they are composed of these fundamental, indivisible parts. The reason change happens is simply because those parts rearrange themselves. This makes the feeling of continuity, of a smooth flow of time, an illusion. It's really just a rapid succession of discrete moments, of different arrangements of parts, happening so fast that our minds blend them together. It feels surprisingly modern, doesn't it? And yet, it's a deeply ancient insight. It's as if someone, thousands of years ago, noticed that permanence isn't something reality guarantees. It's something our minds project onto the world to make sense of it. When I think about it, even my own sense of identity seems to work this way. We just assume that we are continuous. I am the same person I was yesterday, and the same person I'll be tomorrow. But am I? Really? Or am I more like a collection of sensations, memories, habits, and tendencies, all temporarily held together in a pattern that I call me? Vaisesika doesn't give a direct answer to that question. It just calmly places it on the table for us to consider. If everything else in the universe is composite, made of parts, why would the self be the one exception? There's something incredibly grounding about looking at the world this way. It strips away a lot of the drama from existence. The universe isn't chaotic, but it's not sentimental either. It's just orderly. It's categorized. It's almost indifferent, and paradoxically, that very indifference can feel incredibly comforting. Things behave according to their nature. Fire burns, water flows. The earth provides a solid foundation, not because of some grand intention or hidden purpose, but simply because of their structure, because of what they are fundamentally made of. But then, the inquiry has to deepen. If reality is this structured, categorized, dependable system, then where do we, as humans, fit in? How do our actions and intentions interact with this grand architecture? Just knowing what the world is made of doesn't automatically tell us how we should live within it. A blueprint of the universe doesn't come with instructions for finding purpose. So, at some point, our attention has to shift from what exists to what is done, from substance to action, from the science of being to the art of behavior. And when I look at human life from this angle, I notice how much of it revolves around repeated actions, habits, routines, rituals. These aren't just accidental, random movements. They are intentional patterns that we carry out across time. It's as if we are constantly, instinctively, trying to align ourselves with an underlying order that we can sense, but can't fully grasp. It's a dance between our will and the world's structure. And maybe that's where the next layer of this ancient wisdom is waiting for us. If the universe itself has fundamental categories and laws, then perhaps human action also has its own logic. A logic that isn't just emotional or symbolic, but precise, structured, almost mechanical in how it produces results. A specific cause leading to a specific effect, a particular gesture leading to a predictable consequence. I can feel the direction of this inquiry turning now, moving away from the quiet world of atoms and substances, and turning toward the dynamic world of action itself. It's a shift toward understanding ritual not just as superstition, but as a kind of technology, toward seeing meaning not just as a belief we hold, but as a tangible outcome we can create. It is a search for a way to understand how our deliberate acts can meaningfully interact with this vast, ordered universe. So we'll pause here for today, with this image of reality laid out before us. A world of parts, categorized and quietly stable. And next time, we'll step into a different, but related, system of thought. One that asks a different question altogether. Not what exists, but what works. Not what is reality made of, but how does our action shape it? That journey will lead us directly into the fascinating logic of ritual, intention, and consequence, as explored in the ancient text known as the Parvamimamsa Sutra. For now, just take a moment to notice the objects around you. Feel how solid they seem, and consider how quickly, and how automatically, your mind decides what they are long, before you ever stop to ask why. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.